What's going on YouTube? Today we're going to be checking out this little guy. This is SwitchBot's Pan and Tilt 360 degree security camera. This has 2K resolution. This is a little bit better than their 1080p model. You can pick this thing up for $50, $49.99, and I'll leave a link in the description below so you can check out current pricing because they are doing deals during the holidays here, as well as I will leave a link or leave a coupon code for, I think it's 30% off, and I'll put that in the description below so you can check it out too. So if you're interested in this thing, at the end of the video, go ahead and check out the description for a coupon code for 30% off. So I did review quite a few different SwitchBot products the other day, so I'll go ahead and put that up here, I'll link up here, so you can check those out as well. But this is their security camera, and this is an addition to their smart home devices. What's really cool is this thing can track motion and set off any other devices that need to be set off based on motion, whether that be their curtain module or their SwitchBot switch or anything like that. The motion detection based off the security camera can set off any of those automations as well. Also, those type of home automation, those little products that they have, can also set this. The cool thing is this thing has different waypoints, and you can have, like if a window opens, you can set this to go to a waypoint based on the window being open, as well as if motion happens with a motion sensor or anything like that, you can set the waypoints based on that. The only problem with that, the downside of that, is the waypoints are not really utilized in the app on your phone. They're utilized based on automations. So it's kind of a downfall to it, but it allows you to use their ecosystem based on motion or any other devices that go off based on the automation you have set up to use the waypoints. In addition to the downside here is where this thing does auto tracking, it stops wherever you stop moving motion. It doesn't go back to like a base home position. It stops there. So if it stops looking at you this way, it's going to sit there and look at you, and make sure that you're there. And if you're gone, it's not going to come back to home if you have home looking out forward. So say like if I have you in your kitchen and I have it looking out like a little entryway and it moves over to the side where my fridge is or another entryway, it's going to stop. And once I disappear and it doesn't see me anymore, it's not going to go back to where I want it at all times. That is kind of one of the downsides of this camera. But at the end of the day, for $50 with an auto tracking 360 pan and tilt security camera with 2K resolution, I'd say the price for this and its downfalls are not that big of a deal. So I did say auto tracking with this thing, and so this will pick up motion and auto track you around the room. So that way if you're moving around or something's going on moving around, it'll auto track that motion in that room. It goes up to about 20 feet. After that, it stops auto tracking. It can't pick you up. It doesn't do a very good job of it. So it stops auto motion tracking for you on that type of distance, 20 feet or so. So the security camera has two different ways to store footage. It has local on an SD card up to 256 gigabytes, which is really cool. I am a big fan of having local storage, or you can get the cloud. I will say with local storage on the SD card, you're going to be able to record 24/7 if that's what you choose to do. With the cloud, it's just motion recordings only, which we all know that's why. But if you do put an SD card here, which I highly recommend, it allows you to do up to 256 gigabytes of motion or 24/7 recording. Now, this does have a privacy mode, so when you want to decide it to be on privacy mode, it will go ahead and put the lens in the bottom and cover up the lens. That way, it's not taking video footage or photos of what's going on. So if there's something private that you're wanting to do in the room, or you just don't want it being used at all, you can put it in privacy mode and it'll go ahead and hide the lens, so that way it doesn't take care or doesn't get any video footage of what's going on. So like all my other security camera videos that I've reviewed, we're going to go ahead and put it through the paces here. So we're going to get sample footage during the day, nighttime with night vision. Well, this thing's auto tracking, so we're going to show you that and show you what it looks like. Also, we're going to get audio quality, and then we're going to show you how long it takes how long it's going to take this thing to pick up motion, send it to the cloud, and then send it to your phone. So that way you can get alerted when there's motion. We're going to see how long that takes, as well as going to get you a little look around the app and show you kind of a few features that have. So let's go ahead and show you what you get in the box. So in the box, you have a SwitchBot Pan and Tilt Cam 2K, security from every angle, works with Alexa and Hey Google. Red Dot Winner 2022, 360, and a picture of what it is. On the side here has 2K, motion detection, two-way audio, cloud and local storage, voice control, and works with SwitchBot's ecosystem. On the other side, it's got pan and tilt, privacy mode, motion tracking, waypoint patrols, night vision, and live view. So in the box, you have the camera. We'll look at that in a second here. You have a USB-A to micro USB charging cable or power plug. And then you have a USB-A charging brick. You have drywall anchors and mounting screws. You have the mount for the camera, and then a little template for the mount. You have a user guide here to set it up and use it. A little "we're here to help" guide with all their social media. And it looks like a reset pin here, kind of like a SIM ejector tool. So on the camera, this is a 360 pan and tilt camera. So you have the camera here, and looks like the microphone is either one of, maybe both sides here. And then you also have all the sensors in this. Now, if you tilt this up, you can see that there is the micro SD card slot for local storage. And then on the bottom, you have 4 rubber little feet here for leaving it on the table or leaving it somewhere on the flat surface. But you can also mount this to the wall by using their mount. Or you can mount this to something that has 1/4-20. On the back, you have a speaker right here. And then you also have the micro USB for power, and then a reset pin for the reset pin, or reset spot for the reset pin. So now that you've seen what you get in the box, let's go ahead and take a second to look at the quality of the video during the daytime, nighttime, as well as the motion tracking and the audio quality that you're going to hear. Here's the quality of the video during the daytime, and what you're going to see as well as hear. Here's the quality of the video when it's pitch black, and there's no light on right now, and the audio quality that we're going to get. Now that you've gotten all that, let's go ahead and take a look at the app. All right, so here's a look at the app. You can kind of see that all my other different SwitchBot products that I have currently set up, and then you have the pan and tilt camera 2K. So right now it's saying motion detected because I was just up there, or it shows within the last 24 hours. So we're going to go ahead and click on that. If you tap on it, it goes ahead and shows a quick preview, and you can listen in if you want. We're going to go ahead and get out of that because we want to get inside of the app, or at least inside the camera, to be able to use it. So it's going to go ahead and load. Right now it's just showing, well, it's kind of showing in the sky of my living room area. So let's go ahead and use the direction here, and so that we can kind of see what's going on here. So let's go back to events. So you got pause, take a clip of what's going on, or at least a picture. I can go ahead and talk to the person if I want to. If there's someone there, go two-way talk. I can record what's going on. And I also can tap this button, and it goes ahead and gets me into landscape mode. But also in this mode, I can get to 4 different images. So I have 4 different cameras. I can watch 4 different cameras at once, which is really cool because this security camera has that option, and most do not have that option on their app. The top, you have HD. I can go to standard definition. I can listen in if I wanted to. And then below, I have events on the motion detection. A little downfall to this is right here is not where you go to get the video footage. This is just the mode saying it detected motion, and you can get a snapshot. So you tap on that, you got a snapshot of what went on. Kind of weird, kind of weird way to do it, but that's how it is. Then direction on the bottom, I can move it around, pan and tilt 360 degrees. Here's extra features. I got privacy mode. That's when it turns the camera. Takes the lens and puts it in its little bottom feet or whatever. I can sound an alarm. Night vision is on auto, so I can set that to auto or off. I got motion detection, which is set up already, and motion tracking. I can have that on or off. It doesn't necessarily have to have motion tracking on. And then I got playback. So this is where I can go see the playback on my micro SD card, cloud videos, and recordings and screenshots. Wi-Fi settings, I can set it up on a different Wi-Fi network. Privacy mode again, go ahead and turn that on if I want to not have the camera out. Motion detection, which actually wasn't on. All you can do is set up the sensitivity and human detection. And then detection on sound alarm. There are no detection zones. I don't know why they did that. Maybe that's something that comes down the line on a firmware update, but at this time there are no motion zones that you can choose. I know that might be a little bit difficult with the 360 camera because it can move in different angles, but at least in its main preset, you should have at least a detection zone. And then preset point settings, you got 4 that you can put in there if you want to, so that way you can set them up with automation. Cloud storage, this allows you to talk to them about cloud storage. And local storage is where you can actually mute recording if you want. Record events only 24/7, and this tells you what the capacity is of the card. Basic settings, I have the light indicator on the camera, night vision's on auto, the video display, I have 60 Hertz for anti-flicker, time and logo watermark, and I don't have it flip screen because it's not upside down. Talk mode is 2-way right now, volume 7, and then also you can calibrate the pan and tilt if you need to. Alert notifications, right now I just have the app notifications, the push notifications. I can have it send to emails. It looks like you can have up to 10 email addresses you can send alert notifications to. And then also, it looks like NFC, so you can pair the SwitchBot tag with your devices for speedy communication. So view screen, privacy mode, and recording. So I guess you can set up an NFC tag to go ahead and turn on privacy. Firmware version and device info and delete. So that allows us to update any of the firmware. Let me know what you think of the quality of the video as well as the quality of the actual security camera for $50. What do you think? I think that it's not too bad. I think the auto tracking is pretty good. If you're a little bit too far away from it, it's obviously not going to work out for you. So you got to decide where you're going to put it in your house. But being able to look as far as like if you got a narrow area, it allows you to move around. And then it also allows you to, if you have other SwitchBot devices, it allows you to set up automations with those. So if you have motion in a window, it automatically goes to that window. If there is a window or a door that opens, it automatically goes to that door, which is kind of cool. Now, I did think that the quality of the video during the daytime wasn't too bad. However, at nighttime, when you get really close, as I show you here, when you get really close to the camera, it's almost like it washes you out because I don't know if it's got too many infrareds going on or sensors. I think it's got like 8 of them, but it does wash you out if you're really close to it. But the further away you get from it, the better it gets to a certain point. So there's a little bit of difference in quality there. It's up to you if that's a big deal or not, but it is a $50 camera, so you got to keep that in mind. And there isn't a whole lot of cameras in that price range for all the features that this thing packs. So like I said, this camera is $50, and I'll leave a link in the description below so you can check out current pricing, as well as I will have a coupon code that SwitchBot gave me for 30% off up until November 28th. So make sure you check that out if you're interested in purchasing this product. If this video helped you out in any way, please leave me a like. If you have any questions or comments about this security camera, go ahead and put in the comment section below. I'd love to hear from you. And this is your first time to my channel, please consider subscribing, and I will see you next time.